Brothers and sisters, I told you guys I would be jumping on right after the state board meeting. Well, here we are. The state board meeting was this weekend. Well, we also had our audit and budget meeting on Friday, and then the state board meeting on Saturday. So let me give you some of the things that came up during that, and let me start with the audit committee. So that meeting was Friday. I was able to make it up to the lodge for that meeting, and let me tell you, these guys they do amazing, amazing work for us. So, to each and every one of you on the committee, thank you so much. I appreciate all your hard work and getting the audit done. Just so everyone knows, the audit was completed, and there were no recommendations and nothing in error that was located. Once again, Sister Early is an amazing treasurer, and she does an amazing job for us both at the state level and for my local lodge down here in Tucson. So she is very good at what she does, and super happy to have her. So, Sister Early, thank you for all your work. We then transitioned to the budget discussion, and um, fortunately, the budget is balanced. There is a surplus, a projected surplus. I got to be careful how I say it. I forget. You never know what's going to happen during the year, but we're projecting a surplus towards the end of the year, and we are. Things are moving in the right direction. I can remember very early on when I would attend those meetings, it was discussions and arguments about what to cut, where to cut, and where to try and find money to balance the budget. We're not doing that anymore, and that is a massive release, and that's a relief, and it's a credit to all of you. It's Everyone's doing the right things, and um, we're doing the work the proper way. And of course, the per capita change we did several years back has helped us out tremendously. So great work to everybody. Let's keep the good work up, and let's keep moving forward. It makes life a lot easier when those discussions can be more about what we can do in the future versus how are we going to balance this budget. Great news out of that. Also within the budget, last budget cycle, because we knew national conference was coming up, the budget committee agreed. Everyone in the room agreed that we needed to do something for the national conference. So we tossed around a couple of ideas. At the end of the day, the decision was to do challenge coins. So what's going to happen in Miami for every delegate that comes, you're going to receive 2 coins just for being a delegate. Consider it a gift from the state. You can keep one, trade the other one, trade them both, whatever it is you want to do with them. They're your coins to have. That will leave us with roughly 400 to 500 coins left over. And what we're going to do with those coins is you are going to be allowed to purchase. For the first day, we're gonna cap it at 5. No one's gonna be allowed to purchase more than 5 coins on the first day, but they're gonna be $1 a coin, and that donation is gonna go straight to the pack. So it's a donation, goes to the pack, just helps us build that pack fund some more, and you get your cool new challenge coin that's directly related to the national conference. So you will see on the front here. Let's hope that it semi shows up for you guys. It's just the Arizona State logo. And then on the back side, you will see that it says, hopefully you can see it. Nope, it's backwards because it's YouTube. Anyway, it says Arizona AZFOP in Miami 2025 on the bottom. And then we created a little ocean with our own desert island with a saguaro cactus there in the middle so that everybody knows that that's our coin for this conference. So, again, 2 coins to everybody, and then we will take donations for the rest of the coins, and all that money goes directly into the pack. Good news there. The budget committee is killing it, and we are moving forward in the right direction. So then, moving forward, Saturday morning was our state board meeting, and I will tell you, top of my head, and again, this is top of my head. I think this was my 10th board meeting as your state president. Don't quote me on that. It might be one or two less, maybe even one or two more. I don't remember, but I will tell you, it was the largest state board meeting I've ever seen. We had 32 people in the room. We had several lodges represented. We did have a quorum, but I want to send a massive shout out. I know he won't see it, but I want you guys to know that Brother Lee Rappley, one of our past state presidents, was able to join us. We haven't seen him in a while, so it was great to see him there. It's truly, truly an honor to have him in the room with us. We've had plenty of past presidents in the room several times. Former brother Chuck Torrey's been there a few times. Brother Solar's almost always there. Brother Mago's almost always there. Brother Karstens will show up sometimes. So to see these literal giants that laid the path before me, it's always an honor, and I'm always happy to see him. So that's what we had. So business started. We got right to it. We had a bunch of reports to get through, and then we had some matters of business to take care of. For those of you who watch these videos, you've already seen my report. I basically take whatever it is I did over the last 6 months that I've already shot on here. I put it down on paper, and then I talk about it just a little bit more. Sometimes I go into a little bit more detail. Sometimes I don't. Just depends on what it is we're discussing. But there were a couple of things that came out of the board meeting. The first one, you probably already saw it on social media, and that is the Arizona FOP endorsement of the entirety of our national executive board. That was a very easy endorsement for us, and I'm super proud to send that information to them. I can tell you that every single board member has already responded to me. They're extremely grateful. They're extremely humbled. They're extremely honored, and each one of them looks forward to continuing the work of the order. And I look forward to their continued leadership. I've become very close friends with all of them. And I've leaned on them several times in the past, and they don't hesitate to answer the phone. They don't hesitate to answer a text or email. It's been truly an honor to work with these gentlemen, and I look forward to continuing to do it as long as you all will have me. The other thing that we voted on for the next national conference site. So remember, 2027 is already Salt Lake City. 2029 is going to be a vote between Nashville and Detroit. I know some of you probably heard that Houston was also in the mix. They've decided not to do it, and it's going to be either Nashville or Detroit. So the motion was made and unanimously passed on the floor that the Arizona Fraternal Order Police endorses Nashville for 2029. So that vote will happen in Miami, obviously. One of the other things that came up during the meeting that I think is super important to point out, well, two things, and then I'm probably going to let you guys go because no one wants to hear me talk for this long. I get it. The first one I want to point out is social media. If you haven't really paid attention, our social media has borderline exploded, and Brother Dave Goitia has literally killed it. He has a committee. But he's putting some tools in place before he kind of opens it up to that whole committee, and they continue to do the work that he's already led by example, and he's really doing a great job. I'm happy to support him. I'm happy we have the money in the budget to support the things that he wants to do moving forward, because he's already doing a great job, and I can only imagine how good it's going to be moving forward. So looking really forward to that. I appreciate the work. It is so important to us, and it leads me directly into the next thing. During the state board meeting, Brother Sheridan, as our secretary, was able to announce that we are currently over 8,800 members. Wow. I'm impressed, people. You guys have killed it. Let's keep up the good work. We'll be over 9,000 before the end of the year. I am certain of it. Let's keep going. All we can do is continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bring in more brothers and sisters, show them our benefits package, show them what we're doing for them at the national level, at the state level, and let them know that we're in this for the long haul. We're not going anywhere. Speaking of legislation on the state level, I know you've heard me talk about it several times now. I am extremely disappointed to report to you that our canine bill died at the Senate. And here's what happened. We ran into the budget. It was unfortunate. So everything kind of froze up in Phoenix, and it became a battle over the budget. And that's the only thing that was being talked about. And so when the Senate finally passed a budget, they immediately ended their session. They were like, cool, budget's done, we're done. Didn't matter that they had bills left to look at and left to vote on. They just ended it and called it a day. So that was extremely disappointing. But I will tell you, and I promise you, we've already discussed this with the legislative committee and with the Isaacson group. The very first bill we're dropping is that canine bill for next session. The language is done, that language that everybody finally agreed on. That's done. It's over with. So we're going to drop that bill the second the session starts, so that we can get this thing through and get the law fixed and protect our canines and horses, right? Horses are on there too. So, but we're going to get these animals protected because they deserve it as much as we all do. So it's sad news. I hate to end on sad news, but we're not giving up. We're not going to quit. That bill will go back in as soon as the session starts back up because it's that important to me and hopefully to all of you. We do have some other stuff we're working on. I don't want to go into it yet because nothing's official yet. We're still looking at some options, and I do want to tell you all it was again the work you all are doing. I'm just the spokesperson, guys. You guys are the ones out there killing it. You guys are the ones out there doing the work. I'm happy to represent. I'm happy to be the face of it. But I know where the real work happens. I know who's really got their nose to the grindstone. And you guys are killing it. I could start listing off names, but what's going to happen is I'm going to forget somebody, and then I'm going to have to come back on here and apologize. And we don't need to go there. Just know that I'm talking to you. Right there, you guy, that guy right there, that girl right there. You guys are killing it, all of you. If quite frankly, if you're watching these videos, you're killing it because you have more information walking out there than a lot of people do, right? Hopefully, your trustees come back and they'll give you some more information from the state board meeting. But I got to tell you guys, that was one of my favorite state board meetings ever. There was smiles and laughter and just some great, man, you guys are doing some great stuff out there. And I am super, super proud of everybody and everything that we're doing. And I cannot wait until we get everything set up for that social media committee, because as soon as we do, when you guys do something really cool, you're going to send it to one centralized location, and then we're going to turn it into something cool that goes out on social media, and we just keep knocking on the door of all these great things that you guys are doing. So don't hesitate to reach out to Brother Goitia, or even to me if you need to. I'll forward it to him. Whatever it is we need to do. If you're doing something cool, please let us know. If you got some pictures or some video, let us know. Let us have that, and we'll get it up on social media for you, because that's where we get the numbers going. That's where we see more and more membership coming from. So let's go. I'm going to set that as a goal, 9,000 members by the end of the year. Let's go. With that, I promise, I'm going to let you guys go. I will be back on here probably right towards the end of July, just right before we go to conference, unless something else pops up. But right now, it looks like the House is probably going to close their session here either today, probably no later than the end of the week. I'd be surprised if it doesn't close today, to be honest with you. But we'll see. Once that closes, we'll let you guys know where the pay raises stand. There's a lot of this going on with pay raises, so I don't want to say anything on here and then have you guys come back and yell at me because it ended up being something a little bit different. So still working on that while we can. The House is still in session, at least as of 5 minutes ago when I looked at my phone. But we'll see how this all ends out for this session. As I've told you from the get-go, way back in January, this has been one of the most bizarre legislative sessions I've ever been involved in, and hopefully we can get some normalcy moving forward. But only time will tell. So with that, I swear, I said I'd let you go. I'm going to let you go. I promise. So everybody, keep up the good work. Stay FOP strong. And please, as always, if you need anything, even if you just have some questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer. I'm happy to support, and happy to serve you guys. So thank you again. Have a wonderful rest of your day.